So on we go with the first of our presentations. And once again, thank you to Liz Watson, fantastic supporter of Edwina Mitchell and of Willinga. Liz Watson, 1.35m open. And it was from New Zealand. What a great round it was. All clear in 67.14. Sam Whale. Well done, Sam. And Idle D. And what about this? Clem Smith, Casino GNZ. So Sam's time, 67.14, and Clem Smith, 67.26, equally into second. And then still in the 67s, Jess Brown and the Stallion Casting, 67.66. So less than 1 second separated the top three. And then we went on to the outstanding Olivia Hamoud and Yakala Casey. All clear again, 69.79 in fourth. Phil Lever, what a day out he's having, and Billionaire NZHP, just the one time fault, 74.43, and the new partner that is Sarah McMillan with Fairview Cambridge, two-time 75.33. So it was some outstanding riding, and we might just have a little quick word with Sam. So Sam, as I introduced you, you are from New Zealand. How long before you go back, or are you here for a bit longer yet?
We are actually moving over, so for the long haul.
Wow, there you go. You love the country so much. So just getting on the show, John, before we talk about Willinga, is it a better standard here in Australia than in New Zealand?
I think it's definitely a step up, yes.
Okay, excellent. Now, what about this fantastic Willinga facility? Have you ever ridden at a place like this?
We're lucky we've got Takapoto at home, but this is definitely a very good facility, good ground, great jumps.
Now, just going forward into the program, there are some big events coming up, the Mini Prix, the Foresight Grand Prix. We'll be seeing you in those competitions?
Yes, I've got 2 in the Mini Prix and 1 in the Grand Prix.
Very good. And one final word. If we are live streaming around the world and you've got your friends there in New Zealand, would you recommend a trip coming to Australia?
Most definitely. I think they should all make the trip.
Very good. Okay, well, let's hope that becomes a reality for many. I will just grab the microphone off you.
I'll just quickly also say thank you to Liz Watson for the sponsorship of this class, and congratulations to all the other riders.
Lovely words. Thank you, Sam. Well done again. So one last job to do. Sam Whale from New Zealand, would you lead us off, please, on your lap of honour? Well done, Clem. The first 3 places, all less than 1 second apart. Sam Whale, 67.14. Clem Smith, 67.26. And Jess Brown, 67.66. 4th, Olivia Hamoud. 5th, Phil Lever. And 6th, Sarah McMillan. And we move on to our second presentation. And again, thank you to the Lamb family, Denison Park, who sponsored the 1.35m young rider. And it was another great win to 16-year-old superstar rider Jack Barker and to Lara Kolchik. All clear, 66.76. There were just 2 clears in the competition. The second one was Ella Silk and Red Gum Conan. All clear, 70.51. Originally from New Zealand, Georgia Busset, outstanding ride on the wonderful Vitesse. Just the one time fault, 74.09. But a clearly outstanding ride. Really enjoyed watching Vitesse go this morning. And great to see the partnership cement itself. Clemency Hughes and YPH Capulet into 4 spot. 4 faults, 69.06. Chase Naylor, gosh, he had a go out there, didn't he? Chase Naylor and Checkbook. 4 faults, 69.43 into 5th. And another great ride from Michaela Hogg, Belhaven Coringa. 4 faults, 70.84 into 6th. So Jack Barker, it's becoming a bit of a habit, you and I tend to be having a conversation about another win for this great talented boy. You're also, is it right that you're a cricketer as well?
Yeah, I have, Martin. I've played a bit of cricket. And, I think I should probably focus on the horses, though. I reckon I'm not, yeah.
What level of cricket did you actually get to, or are doing? What level of cricket?
I just like local cricket mainly, like nothing too good.
No, I've seen some photos of you. I know you can hit a cricket ball. But again, I'm in love with this mare. I adore her. The back end is incredible. Can you just give us a little bit of a spiel of where the mare came from and what your thoughts are about her?
Yeah, so we bought this horse off the Bretags, who were with Jim and Kerm from Yandu. And yeah, I love this horse as well, Martin. She's definitely my favourite to ride. And she's so careful, and if you get it right, she'll always try her hardest for you.
How old is she now, Jack?
She's 13 now.
So a really good age, nearly as old as the rider. So Jack, your thoughts then in general then on Willinga and the surface. How are you enjoying it out there?
Yeah, I love the surface. I think all the horses do as well. And the facility is amazing. Probably one of the best in Australia, in my opinion. I
agree. Any sponsors or anybody else you'd like to thank before we sign off?
Oh, first of all, I'd like to thank Denison Park for the sponsor of this class. I'd also like to thank all the other sponsors of the show, and to my personal sponsors, Jason from Trail Race, High Form Australia, and AE Equine Products.
Beautifully spoken. You're getting used to this. More winning, more media introductions. I'll take the microphone from you. Well done. And so once again, as is tradition, Jack, please, would you lead off on a lap of honour? As we can put our hands together for you. Again, thanks to the Lamb family from Victoria themselves as we reward another sterling effort from the Victorian Jack Barker. Just one of 2 clears. Wins the class with Tulara Kolchik. Etta Silk, the only other clear, Red Gum Conan in second. Georgie Bousset Vitesse, Clemency Hughes YPH Capulet, Chase Naylor Checkbook, and Michaela Hogg Belhaven Coringa. A great round. And our last presentation is a great innovation, in my humble opinion, bringing out these younger horses into the main arena, showing them the gear and everything else, the marquees, the VIP, things to get used to as they go through their equine career. And again, thank you to Coolmore, sponsors of the class. And congratulations go again to Phil Lever, who was in fact first and second in this competition. Phil Lever, the winner on Oaks Van Dyke, all clear, 67.45. And Phil again on the outstanding Bonita, all clear, 68.78. So not bad at all. First and second, very well done, Phil Lever. In third spot was Will Matthew on KPH Madison. Kate Hinchin on Caloundra PS. As mentioned earlier, Kate putting a really handy team of young horses together. And so Kate was 4th. Great to see Melissa Blair back in the lineup. Melissa rode Colony's Karuba into 5th. And then Amelia Douglas, Quidessa VG, a real performer, no doubt, going forward for the future. One to look out for, Quidessa VG. And let's have a chat to not only the winner, he was placed in the last class, Phil Lever, 1st and 2nd in the Coolmore 1.35m horse under 10 years old. We'll get to Oaks Van Dyke, Phil, in 2 seconds, but can we spend 2 seconds talking about Bonita? That is one special horse.
Yeah, definitely. Probably the best young horse I've ever ridden. She's just stepping up, and every time I ask a question, she answers. And yeah, this is really a horse for the future.
I couldn't agree more. I think it's got world class written all over. And now we move on to an Oaks bred horse, Alice Cameron, doing a fantastic job with that Oaks prefix. Oaks Van Dyke. A little bit about this particular horse, please, Phil.
Yeah, this is sort of a newer horse for me. I started riding him just before the show at Caboolture. He's pretty well jumped every single round I've ridden in him with him clear. He's a clean round machine. This course really suited him. I was able to do the 6 strides down the first line and the 7 strides down the second line. I was able to do the 7 strides after the double and the 9 strides into the second double. I could just keep cutting out strides because he's got such a big canter. He spends a bit of time in the air, so I knew I had to do that to sort of be thereabouts, but I didn't really expect to be beating Bonita.
No, I didn't either. Sort of the victory crept up on us all, I think. But again, but what about Graham Watson? I mean, just touching on that for 2 seconds, I thought he built outstandingly. What were your thoughts as a rider?
Yeah, he asked a few questions for us in that class, gave us the option to open the horses up early, and then with the middle line, with the steady 4 and the steady 5, having to think of the rideability and putting the horses back on their hocks and getting them jumping in the air. It's good, and you know, as you see there, horses and riders, they make mistakes by themselves, so we don't have to do anything tricky.
And just finally, anyone you'd like to thank before we send you on your lap of honour?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all of my owners and sponsors. They, you know, without them, I couldn't be where I am, and I wouldn't have the horses that I'm able to ride. And I'd love to thank the girls back at the stables for all their hard work. Making sure the horses are presented well and looked after, and you know, obviously without them I couldn't be in the ring doing what I'm doing.
Great words, Phil. Thank you, mate. And well,
I'd also like to thank Coolmore, the sponsors of the class, and the whole organisation here at Willinga Park for just a fantastic venue and fantastic show jumping.
Hear to that. I echo those words absolutely. Okay, Phil. 1st and 2nd, not a bad day at the office and placed in the previous class. Let's put our hands together, please. The Coolmore 1.35m, horses under 10-year-old. 1st and 2nd, Phil Lever, Oaks Van Dyke, all clear. 67.45 is the winner. Again on Bonita into 2nd, all clear, 68.78. Will Matthew, tremendous ride. Again, all clear, 69.37, as was Kate Hinchin. Into 4th, Melissa Blair. 5th with Connolly's Karuba, and Amelia Douglas, 6th with Quidessa VG. A great class, and again, thank you, Coolmore.